guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. On this channel, I like to showcase the automotive culture and the positive impact it has on its community. And if you're a car enthusiast or like anything about cars, be sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. On today's episode, I feature Derek Stinton and his Z06 Corvette. I met Derek a couple years ago, and the reason why I'm featuring him on the channel is that he just has a positive aura that he displays, and I think that type of personality is very valuable for the community, and he has a pretty sweet car. At an autocross event, Derek is always quick to allow somebody to hop in the car to experience the autocross with him. Derek is the type of person that wants the viewer to enjoy their experience if they're just watching the cars at the track. He likes to get people involved like that, so I really do appreciate that. And I did have the luxury of riding in his car during an autocross session. However, my mic was muted or it just wasn't working on the GoPro. So the first part of this video is going to be that autocross run. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? My name's Derek. I drive a 09 Z06 Vet, typical bolt-on car with a little bit of extras. Heads, cam intake, headers, intake manifold for power. Suspension-wise, it's got Viking PT valved, Crusader double adjustable coilovers, Ride Tech Delrin control arm bushings, adjustable end links, adjustable front sway bar. It's been ride height and corner balanced, aligned and everything. Good wheels and tires. People photobombing us in the background. Best part of Proving Grounds. A little bit of cosmetic pieces, some crazy wild exhaust, and pretty much just your average street car and street tires. Pretty much anything I go to, car shows, rallies, racing, I'm driving 2 hours there, 2 hours home, sometimes more. So it's just a good average street car that I can take to the grocery store or take up to beat the shit out of it all weekend. How did autocross go this weekend? It went really good. We started by, I picked the car up Wednesday. I came in, I did some practice, dialed the car in after making some changes. Had some issues come up with it before, but you race it, you break it, you fix it, that's how it goes. So we finally got it dialed in, came and practiced, took FTD, fastest time of the day, on Wednesday at our little practice event. Figured the car was dialed in, it's like, all right, we're ready for Proving Grounds. So we came, raced yesterday at Proving Grounds, came up here, stayed the whole week, and there was, I think, 87 competitors on Proving Grounds in various different classes, and we did really well. I did first in the Street Unlimited class, and I think maybe 5th or 6th overall. And I was only beaten by the full race unlimited cars, which is pretty cool. A couple of those guys were still on street tires, but they're a bit more heavy duty than me. They're gutted, cage, no passenger seat, and really talented drivers. Stiff competition as always, but it was really close. I mean, it was down to the 10th of a second as always, both Wednesday and Friday, so that's always a good feeling, and we were finally able to put it together. So my favorite aspect of the car, I would say, is the fact that it does everything. It's so versatile. My favorite part of the car community in general is you go to different kinds of events and you see different kinds of people and you make different connections, and then on top of that you have different kinds of experiences. I would say obviously the car is definitely primarily an autocross focus, so I love doing that. I love taking people out. The car is actually corner balanced with a 165-pound passenger weight hypothetical. So anytime people come up, hey, you giving ride-alongs, can I ride with? I'm like, yes, you can, please do. I think that's my favorite part of anything, is just meeting people, getting them to see the hobby that you put so much passion into, because I was that guy 6-7 years ago hanging around in grid line, hey, what's autocross about? I think this really interests me. So when I see people wanting to get into it and wanting to experience it, I jump at the chance and I love it. And that's my favorite part of autocross, and being able to be competitive and having a measurable standard of improvement and smack talking your friends for fun and getting them motivated and they do it back to you and they beat you, and that's what it's all about, just having fun. Yeah, so a car of this caliber, you know, where it's been modified, it takes a lot to compete and be able to beat on it and enjoy it. And my first shout out I got to give to John Bose at Bose Performance up in Zimmerman. Bose Performance has been my go-to guy for the last 2 summers. I can't even begin to, this video would be 30 hours long. The guy's an incredible wealth of knowledge, very knowledgeable, very talented, and he knows everything. And the big thing is a big picture. He knows what I want to do with the car, and he gives me the car back in a way that can do it. And he's been awesome with sneaking me in and working extra hours. And even Wednesday night, he actually followed me up to the track. He's like, let's go race. Let's see what this thing can do. And we both had the biggest grin on our face when it won. And then he was the first person I had to tell when I saw that trophy. First place Street Unlimited. I was like, we did it, man. And so I definitely got to give a shout out to him. He's a great guy. I always recommend anyone with a Corvette, especially a C5, C6 Vet. He's the guy to go to. Eurocharge Minneapolis. AJ and Dave really got me in on the last minute right before Power Cruise. We didn't make it to the event, but we made it to this, and that's awesome. So Eurocharge Minneapolis, AJ and Dave, good group of guys I've known on and off the court as well for many years. They're awesome. They really took care of me. Some other great shops, CJ Tunes, Lancer Service, Carl Thomas down in the cities, as well as Joe DeVito up in Fargo, DeVito Race Compound. They were really helpful in answering the phone and troubleshooting and doing some diagnosis and just being able to help people out last minute. That's awesome. That's where the car community shines. I mean, even today I called up Lake's Audio Detail here in Brainerd. They detailed the car. The owner was there on a Saturday, popped my reverse light back in because I pulled third gear doing victory burnouts and popped it out of place. So it's great. And then of course, Joe Garofalo at St. Paul Speed Shop and Performance, great guy for hooking you up on parts, as well as my buddy Stephen Miller, PH Miller on Facebook. He's overnighting parts. It's a hassle, but when it works, it's great. And last but not least, if you want to check us out at gentlemanofspeed.com, we have a lot of automotive-related apparel and some branding stuff, stickers, anything you name it, we got it. So check us out at gentlemanofspeed.com. And obviously, of course, follow Most Channel at Boosted Minneapolis. You got to hit that like and subscribe. For me, obviously, you can find me on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. I don't really use too much of that. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I'm old, but my Instagram handle is kthanksby_Z06, just like my the license plate on the car. Otherwise, Facebook, Derek Stinton, add me, whatever. People add you all the time. So, yeah, mostly people add you on Instagram. I guess that's what the cool hip hop kids do.